Welcome to the heart of the distillery, which is, of course, distillation area.
The alambiques, these which we are standing by, which are of copper, have been here in the distillery a long time, haven't they?
Yes, the ones to your right have been here for almost 80 years. These ones were installed by my father. They have been here for about 50 years. And this is actually where everything is happening. This is fine-tuning the machinery at the end. I mean, most of that was fermented in that fermentation area. Now it comes here for fine-tuning everything to collect the good part, to all of the desirable elements that will provide with the best flavors, the best aromas, and also at the same time to remove the impurities and remove those elements that are not desirable. Everything of that happens here. Why copper? Because the copper interacts with the alcohol fumes and will create more new chemical compounds that were not created on fermentation. That is why positive ones, and that is why it is more important to use copper. Stainless steel will not provide you with anything, as it is sterile, and copper will add to the complexity of the product by adding new chemical elements into the mix.
And so there is not only the copper, but small copper. So there's a lot, and inside is copper. So there's a lot of contact.
You will be surprised on this, but as a joke, I tell the people, well, you thought that size didn't matter? Well, it really matters to us. The smaller, the better. It really matters. The smaller the copper steel, the more liquid interaction will have per square inch of copper, and therefore the more of a complexity that will create.
So we have the material, the size, and the shape, all giving its influence to the final product. Everything matters, every detail.
Every detail.
And then we go back with the fermentation, the cooking, the allowing the plants to grow slowly, slowly, slowly. It's the case with this as well, I believe.
Again, it is taken slowly. We actually distill at a lower temperature, but actually we like to distill kind of slowly because then we will avoid some of the elements to be part of the product. When the fermentation starts, we will remove the most volatile elements, which we call the heads of distillation. Then we will keep what we call the body or heart of distillation that has the ethanol and has most of the desirable elements. And when distillation is about to be over, at the very last part of distillation, we will have the methanol. Methanol is also known as the wood alcohol, is responsible for the headaches, the hangovers. It is not good to your body. Yeah. We have to remove that. How do we remove that? Slowly distilling. The way I usually say is that the way I imagine the methanol is like the leaves on the road. If you are driving very fast in that road, at the time you pass over those leaves, you will create a vacuum, and those leaves will tend to follow you with that vacuum. So instead of going 100 miles an hour, you're driving 10 miles an hour, you will pass over those leaves, and the leaves will barely move. They won't even notice you were there. They will remain. That is what we do with the methanol. It's use very low temperature, therefore you do not disturb the methanol. You can go all the way through the tails of distillation without bringing the methanol into your system and therefore into your bottle. Because we want all of the people to have a very nice experience while consuming the tequila. But again, if eventually they drink a little extra, what we want them is to have a very nice experience the following day.
Yes.
We want everyone to wake up very happy, feeling fine, relaxed. The idea is that they say, hey, what was that tequila that we were drinking last night, Tom? Oh, it was Ocho. Let's go buy another bottle of that because I just feel like new.